it's Sam. So I'm going to be doing a slightly different video for you guys today. I've noticed that on YouTube lately there's been a lot of like story time or my last jobs or just kind of like more chatty, like, hey, let's just like as if you were just talking to a friend, which I really enjoy watching. I just think they are really interesting and it's just kind of fun, and I feel like I never do them because I think, well, this is a beauty channel. I don't want people to be like, oh, why are you doing this? But it's like, you know what? I want to do it. I do like this kind of stuff, and I enjoy watching those type of videos. So I figured if I enjoy, there's got to be someone out there that will enjoy to see it from me. So I'm going to be doing, I recently watched Louise, Sprinkle of Glitter. She did a 10 surprises about me. And I really liked it. It was like, I was just at her house and she's like, oh, by the way. And so I was like, well, I want to do one of those. So I have 10 surprises about me. And if you know of like any of the, like also Jenna Marbles did one that was like 30 things I've learned in 30 years. So like if you guys ever have like those kind of videos that you've seen other people do that you'd like to see from me, because I really do enjoy those types and I think they're fun, and it's just kind of fun like getting to know people a little bit more than, you know, some of you might know the things that I say in today's video, but some of you might not because you're new to my channel. So it's just kind of like a little get to know me behind the scenes of my brain or something. So that's what we're going to do today. So I have 10 surprises on my note card that you might not know. So number 1, I hate trying food as I'm cooking it. It's really weird because I'm going to eat it later, but when I'm actually cooking it to like taste if it needs more salt or pepper, I don't like it. It's like weird, like, ooh, it kind of creeps me out. So I always will like, I'll be like, babe, will you come try this? I don't know why. It's just, it's not that I think my cooking is gross because I'm going to eat it afterwards. It's just trying it halfway through that like, I never ever taste my food. I always ask Jay to do it for me, which is really strange, but it's kind of like a quirky, weird thing that I wonder if other people do as well, because I just don't like doing it. It just, I don't know, it just, ugh, I don't like it. Okay, number 2. This is another like one of those things that I think quite a lot of people know, but if you're new to my channel, you might not. I cannot stand the feeling of like dust or chalk or sand or dirt, anything that is dry on my fingertips, in between my fingers, or on my feet or toes. I can't stand it. So it makes it a real struggle when I go to the beach because I immediately like have to like rush home and go wash my feet or my hands. Like I can't, or like I'll pour water on my hands and just like do it a bunch of times, or like put a bunch of sanitizer, because I hate the feeling of dust or any kind of like chalky, fluffy, not fluffy, but powdery substance on my hands and feet. It just grosses me out. Number 3, I have been a nanny twice in my life. The first time I moved out when I was in high school because I didn't get along with my dad's ex-wife, and so I decided to just remove myself from the situation and I moved out. And in order for, like I was broke, so in order for me to be able to actually move out, I was a nanny for a girl that I knew. She had a 3-year-old boy, and so I lived with her and I didn't have to pay rent, and in return I nannied her little boy. So I'd pick him up from school and I would take care of him basically all the time. So I did that for, gosh, maybe 8 months. I don't know, it was a while, but that was the first time I nannied. And then and now he's like a teenager and I still like am friends with them. And it's really weird to like look at him as like an adult now. And I remember him when he was just a little boy and I used to look after him and we would like color and stuff. It was really weird. Anyway, the second time I nannied was when I lived in Hawaii. Jay and I moved there because he got offered a job that was paying a lot of money, and at the time we were really broke. And so we moved to Hawaii. And I got a job as a nanny for a little girl. She was 5. Her name was Eve. And I loved her very, very much. And we would go to the ocean and we would go play at the beach, and we would go and like visit the little animal shelters. And then I realized she was allergic to cats. That was a bad idea. But we would go to the park. Like, we had so much fun. And I still think about her to this day. She's probably got to be, I mean, this was in 2008. So She's a lot older now, but she was such a sweet little girl and I really loved her. And I always think about her because I didn't keep in contact with them and I miss her a lot. You grow very close to the little kids when you're around them all the time. So that is the true times that I have nannied for either a home to live or money. And I loved it. Our wedding song is Wicked Game, which if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually like not really fitting for a wedding song or like for our song, because it's like, I don't want to fall in love with you. I think that's what the words are, but it's really strange. But anyway, I love the feeling of the song. And so, that is our song that we dance to at our wedding, as well as like our song. And if I were to ever get a tattoo, I would get the tattoo of, Jay would get one verse and I would get one verse. And I would get, it would probably be on my rib somewhere, world was on fire, no one could save me but you. Because that's kind of like how I feel about Jay. Like I can be just a complete disaster in my head, like thinking everything is just falling apart, and he's the only one that can kind of like bring me back and be like, listen, it's not that bad, you're okay. So that's why I like that quote so much. So if I were to get a tattoo, that would be it. But I don't have any tattoos. Number 5, my first kiss was in France. Like my first French kiss was in France, and someone said to get me a phone book. So I was really short. My boyfriend at the time, I was 13, was really, really tall. And I was like trying to lean up under, or like to reach him, and it was under this tree by the river in France. I don't know exactly where. We were on a like school trip when I lived in England, and I had never kissed anyone before as far as like French kiss, so I had no idea what to do. So I'm pretty sure I just went like this and just like stuck my tongue out in his mouth. So he probably was like, this is the most terrible kiss of my life. But like I could hear in the background someone saying, get her a phone book, she can't reach him. And I was like, this is so mortifying, I could just die. So that was my first kiss. And then my first kiss was in 7th grade. I was in America. And it was on my cheek, and I had this little boyfriend for like about 5 hours, and he asked me if he could kiss me, which I think is always a bad idea. Do not ask if you can kiss someone, just kiss them. If they don't like it, they'll say no. If they do like it, they'll kiss you back, but don't say, can I kiss you? Because it just makes it awkward. And he said, can I kiss you? And I said, if you must. And I turned my head, and he got me right on my cheek. And he is actually a very nice guy. I still know him, but I always felt really bad about that because I broke up with him like 2 hours later. Actually, my friends did. So, you know how it is in middle school. Number, what am I on? 7? I don't like concerts, but I really want to. So I'm not one of those concert people because they're crowded, they're full of people, the people bump into you, they breathe on your neck, they're all up in your business, they're yelling, they're spilling their drinks. I just want to sit down in a lovely like cinema chair and just watch a concert. So if it's like that, I will go. But if I have to stand there in like the middle of a bunch of people, I like freak out. I can't deal with it. But I always think, you know, you'll probably be okay. You should do it. Like, and I was like, I want to go to Justin Bieber concert really bad, but then I'm like, it's probably gonna be so crowded. There's gonna be so many people. They're gonna be all around me. And so I really want to like concerts, but the truth is I just don't. So I never go to them. But I really want to go to Justin Bieber, and I really want to see Jennifer Lopez in Las Vegas. Number 8, I'm a super passionate person. So I'm either, if I like love you and I'm happy with you, and or I'm friends with you, like I will do anything for you. I will give you anything. I will do anything for you. I'm always pretty even unless you really, really make me mad. So it's like I can take a lot and a lot and a lot, and then one day it's like, boom, I'm done. You know what I mean? And that's the same. Like if someone is like being crappy to me, and then like something happens and I'm just like, you know what, that's it. I can't even deal with you. I don't have anything for you right now. I'm just ice cold. Not a good trait, and I try to change it, but it's just how I am. And so that's how it is. Number 9, I sleep on my left side, which I can't say. Sometimes my lashes are worse on the left side, but it's weird because I try to sleep on my right side and I always end up switching to my left side. So I don't know, what side do you sleep on? Leave a comment down below, because I think it's interesting to see. Some people are tummy sleepers, which I can't even breathe when I'm on my tummy. And then that hurts my back really bad. And then some people are, sometimes I sleep on my back, but I always start off and always wake up on my left side. And number 10, I've recently added this to my bucket list. And I just discovered that like there's this website, and I'll leave it down below, but it's like all of the gardens of like Cornwall in England, and they're so beautiful. And I love like English gardens. Anything that's really green with lots of flowers, I really love. Like that is my like ideal landscape. Like mountains are cool, but it's very dirty and dusty. I like grassy things. So don't ask me why I live in Tahoe. But that is like my goal in life at some point, is to be able to go to every single one of the gardens on the whole little like website of like, they just have like a big group of all of them. They're all kind of spread apart in England, but like that's on my bucket list of things to do because they look so beautiful. And I'll leave that link down below so you guys can check it out. But I don't even know how I found it, but it was so beautiful that I was like, oh, I need to go there one day in my life. So that's on my bucket list, which I don't actually have a bucket list, but it is now on my bucket list. I'm gonna start a bucket list. So that is 10 surprises about me that you might not have known about before. If you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. I think they're really fun. I enjoy watching them. I think it's always nice to kind of get to know the person that you're watching all the time a little bit more in detail, because in the daily vlogs, it's kind of just like, you know, surface stuff. And then of course in here, it's like more makeup and beauty. So these are kind of nice for me to be able to be like, hey, you might not know this about me that is kind of quirky, that my best friends in real life might actually know. And I think they do know all of these things. Maybe a couple they don't. So yes, it's like we're having a little best friend lunch coffee update. I mean, I don't actually have coffee in here, but we could pretend that we're like, hey, did you know that I hate concerts? Yeah, they suck, you know? So I hope you guys enjoy. Give me a thumbs up if you do like these kind of videos and you want to see more. Also, in the comments down below, let me know what side you sleep on. One surprise about you that people might not know, like in your life, and then also any of these other type of videos that you would like to see, because I really do want to start kind of switching it up a little bit and just do something. I'm always going to keep doing makeup videos, obviously, because that's the root of this channel, but sometimes it's nice to just, you know, add a little bit of flavor in there sometimes. You always cook with salt and pepper, add some paprika. This is paprika. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Down there, I think. If you're new, and follow me on Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. It's Sam Schuerman. Facebook is Sam Schuerman Show, but all the links are down below. Bye!